Every story has an ending. Does our quest to play the top 100 courses in 10 years have a good ending? I'm Nish.
I'm Chris.
And we're here to guide you through this golfing journey. This is the Top 110 Golf Podcast. Episode 38. A unique and unforgettable experience. Cruden Bay Golf Club. So this course, Chris, is one that I've been really looking forward to since you told me we were going to play it.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
Which is remarkable considering it's actually on our original list was ranked 24th.
It's now up to 21.
Now to 21, and it's the 70th best in the world.
10th best in Scotland.
10th best in Scotland, which is unbelievable in itself, right? Yeah. And I'd never heard of this place.
Yeah. And
as soon as I knew that we were playing it, I Googled it, which was, normally like if you're a medic or anything like that, that's the sends shivers down your spine. Like somebody's Googled something. Oh no! Don't get diagnosed by Dr. Google. But it was the best thing I ever did because I looked at the pictures and I went, "We are in for a treat."
Yeah, aren't we just?
We are. I am unashamedly a visuals man when it comes to golf courses. Yeah. And I'm shit at golf, right? That's the only thing I've got. I can pin myself onto that.
Yeah.
But whoa, this place looks good.
Yeah. But I'm unashamedly a lover of links courses where you're like in the dunes and you're like, you've got these massive contours and you've got these big raises and drops in elevation. Like that floats my boat completely.
This course has got both of us sorted, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. This isn't yin and yang. This is just yang, all of it. But I'm going to read you a review from Google. And I think this summed up for me what we can expect and why we're excited about it. So this review is obviously a 5-star review. There is a 1-star review that I will just very quickly mention. The 1-star review was, never played it. You can't please everybody, can you? So this review says, spectacular views, challenging but a fair test. Not sure what else can be said about this. It is world-class golf. The starter building, the old clubhouse, is worth more than grabbing a scorecard and tees. It's full of history, and with the starter who was engaged with sharing the incredible long history of the course, the club, and the grounds. I could spend all day learning about what went on here. I mean, that's just magical.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of history right there. It's an old school golf course, isn't it?
But fascinatingly, there is and there isn't. There's not a lot that's happened there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
To get your teeth into.
Yeah.
But so it's just good night. Thank you. That's our podcast done. But it's I mean, what's we'll get into how the booking came back. So actually, it's really nice. Chris has totally led this one, so I'll let him explain that. But there is evidence of golf having been played in Cruden Bay since 1791.
Yeah. So
they say there's a ballot box with an inscription saying that golf was played here. I'm hoping it's there and we can actually see it. I've not seen any pictures of it, so maybe it doesn't exist, or I don't know what's going on with it. But And then the club was actually formed in 1899, and it was laid out, for golf enthusiasts out there, it was laid out by old Tom Morris, who designed St Andrews.
Yes, he did.
So obviously a very, very big hitter in golf course design, and there was a change made to the layout, as in it was expanded fully to its current setup in 1929, and it's been pretty unchanged
Sounds
since.
like it, yeah.
So we are like getting...
Which is it's pretty unusual these days, because I think most of these big courses have been developed a couple of times by a couple of the old school guys, and then more recently they've had some fairly big fundamental changes to either bring it back to kind of how it used to be 100 years ago, or to redevelop some of the bunkers or whatever, but it doesn't seem to have had that, does it? Which I guess ultimately I think probably is plays into the fact that it's just so good and it looks so good.
Why change
it? Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What was the word you used? The word you described. I know what the word is, but just tell us the word that you said people describe this golf course as, where you can construe that in two different ways.
It wasn't unique. It was
quirky.
Quirky, yeah.
Yeah.
It was quirky.
It's interesting that, isn't it? Because I think quirk is right up my street.
Yeah.
Like, I love stuff like that. A bit unusual, a bit like not what you normally expect.
Yeah.
And like the last course that we've played that was described as quirky was the Queen's course at Glen Eagles.
Okay.
Because it had some unusual characteristics in terms of its golf, how the golf was laid out. Now, I mean, I love that place.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've read a couple of things that say it's been divisive because it's quirky. It's been divisive at Cruden Bay. But I think we've both looked at it and gone, "Oh no, yes, please, can we have some of that?"
Yeah. Give me unusual.
It's not divisive in this camp, I don't think, because it's exactly what we want out of a golf course, isn't it?
I'm like,
like
fully excited about this golf course.
Yeah.
So tell us, Chris, how did the booking come about?
So I guess it's because this is part of a little trip that we're going to be doing to up to Aberdeen. So it's going to be a fair old trek from here to get up there. Mm-hmm. We'd initially had 3 courses planned out. One of those has dropped out because Mr. Trump has ruined our plans.
Yeah. I mean, how selfish to host a tournament.
I know. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully the invitation's still there, so we'll be able to get out there.
Yeah.
Because that would be a great one to review for people. But let's not dwell on one where we're not playing.
Yeah, ultimately, one of my good friends, one of my best friends from school, his partner is from Aberdeen. So I kind of just got in contact with them and said, "Have you got anyone locally?" And she was like, "Well, yeah, my brother who's a guy called Graham, who I know, been to a few festivals and stuff, so I know Graham pretty well. He's a top guy.
Yeah.
A reasonably good golfer as well, by the sounds of it. And he was like, yeah, that's fine. We can sort you out. I've got friends locally that can kind of get us up to Trump and Aberdeen, and we'll go and do Cruden Bay as well.
Yeah.
His surname is Cruden as well, so we're hoping to get some sort of discount
his surname Cruden?
for playing at Cruden Bay.
Are you actually kidding?
No, absolutely not.
Do you know that's new information? I did not know that. I mean, he's practically royalty in Cruden Bay, right?
So yeah, we should be heavily discounted green fees, I would imagine.
We rock up. He's like, Graham's got the mayor's robe, all the stuff. I was like, oh shit, Graham,
he's got his Cruden tartan on.
You're the actual you are Mr. Cruden of Cruden Bay. Yeah? Oh wow, okay. I mean, he's got to be on the booking already, right? So they must be like, hang on.
Actually, no, he's not, because I need to add him on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Graham.
The Cruden family are here. Right, great. Yeah. Oh yeah, and it would take anything for any special treatment.
As King Cruden, shall I? Yeah.
King Cruden, yeah. Oh, great! No, I mean, the trip, even with all the courses we're not going to pay whatever, would have been great anyway, and that's like a lovely area to head up to.
I mean, ultimately, there's some of the the very best courses on our list are up there, aren't they, on the little Aberdeenshire coast? So I think we're in for some crackers, really, aren't we?
Oh yeah,
really exciting golf, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this has been combined. We definitely playing Royal Aberdeen combined with Cruden Bay, but I mean, this course just, if you're listening or watching, whatever, but just please Google it.
Yeah, go and have a look.
Just I can't do it justice. Like, there's no words. I can't do most of these courses justice anyway, Chris, to be perfectly honest with you. But as soon as you see any picture, you don't even have to click through to their website. Just look at the Google pictures.
Yeah,
and I mean, what's your favourite? I know the favourite has changed because that got mentioned when we played at Ganton.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I thought nothing is shifting Silloth from the top spot. This has Silloth vibes.
Definitely has Silloth vibes. It's got those kind of
yeah.
You've got some hidden greens, some little hollows, and you got some tees that are raised up on top of dunes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's got a lot of character. Now,
it's not a long course.
Doesn't need to be the way it looks.
No,
again,
it's like from the gold tees, which I presume is what we'll play from. But for the gold tees, it's 5,868 yards.
Yeah,
so that's shorter than the Queen's course.
Yeah,
there's a couple of like par fours that are like 260 yards.
Yeah.
So you kind of like you look at it. If you just look at a scorecard, you go, all right, okay, you're licking your lips at that. But actually, if it's a 268-yard par four, there's some danger lurking somewhere.
But I think like when we came off Queens, we both enjoyed it because it was fun, right? So I think Cruden Bay was voted the second most fun golf course in the UK and Ireland.
Was that after the Queen's course at Glee?
No, I don't think it was actually. But
what is the number one?
I don't know.
I want to know now, but we'll check up on that. But right, okay, yeah. So that's up our street, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's a feast for the eyes.
But also, I think like we said, old Tom Morris designed it. There's a few little bits that look a little bit St Andrews. You don't often see those little streams and kind of inlets on links courses, but there's a couple of those that just kind of sat before greens that look very kind of St Andrews first hole-esque. So that's
amazing. I mean, that's the first thing I wrote as a general observation for my prep for this episode was full of fantastic views and just character. and that's it. And I think I didn't see from looking at the pictures, didn't see like it was littered with bunkers or anything like that. It's just carved into the land.
Yeah.
It utilized. I mean, do you need to see loads of bunkers when one side of the fairway just drops off into this bay and you just see the sea?
Yeah, no.
Like,
exactly.
There's one picture, I think, where we looked, didn't we, very quickly, because somebody's put some really nice pictures on where it's a lovely hot sunny day, so you've got blue sky and this sea just rolling.
that must be CGI, right? It's
Scotland one day a year. There's only one picture like that, yeah. But it just, I'm excited, very, very excited by this golf club. Maybe after what happened at Westlands, maybe I need to temper that a little bit, because that might lead to some bad golf. But little things they've got, like the original clubhouse, which obviously was tiny and they didn't need a big one then. It's now the starter hut and stuff like that. I mean, great. This is going to be so much to take in. Yeah. But like I say, it's not like, again, in your face, smack in your face history. Yeah. Like, oh, we've hosted such and such thing and we've had this player play. And it's not about that. It's just, golf's been here since 1791. Yeah. You know, like you're playing in the original footsteps of early pioneers of golf.
Absolutely. Amazing. And also, just to note as well, the interactions that I've had have been kind of email and a lady called Elaine to kind of arrange all this. She has been so super helpful throughout the whole process. We've kind of changed it around a little bit and we weren't quite sure when we were going to play. And, you know, she's been very accommodating and
There's always a thing, isn't there, with that, when you're like, you're almost throwing yourself at the mercy of the generosity of the club there. Like, I'm really sorry, something's happened.
Yeah, you know, like we're being not inflexible. We're just, you know, ultimately it's hard to fix these plans in place because it's kind of we've got a long way to travel and we need to try and fit a couple of clubs in at the same time and all that kind of stuff. So it can logistically be quite difficult to fit us in. But actually, she's been wonderful.
Brilliant. Yeah, I think so.
And accommodating us and getting us on.
And actually, what I do like about Cruden Bay is I know Chris has obviously done the bookings. He's taken over that whole element of it, but just from going through the site and stuff like that, you know, again, it's not an identikit golf course website. They've done it on their own and they've chosen their own path. But you know, they're like, you can't book online. Just drop us a line and we'll sort that out for you. And there's something nice about that kind of hand-holding element.
Exactly, but you get that kind of personal experience, don't you? Rather than just going on, finding your tee time, booking it done. Yeah, like it's
don't know who you are.
It's a much more romantic experience, isn't it? Doing that booking and you're having these conversations, and like you say, it just feels a bit more personable, doesn't it?
Wait till they find out King Cruden's coming. Oh my god! Close the course. Cruden family's in. Yeah. I can't believe that. Totally taking me by surprise. So this club, so the little bits of history that are on there are actually, like, for me, very fascinating. I think I'm hoping you're going to find them fascinating as well. But the inauguration of this club in 1899, what they did was they held a 2-day open event with prizes totaling the grand princely sum of £120, which, again, was probably quite a lot of money in that day and age. Now, the leader at the end of that first day was somebody we've come across on the podcast before, which is Harry Varden.
Okay, yeah.
So what's it? He of 6 opens that he's won.
Yeah.
So Harry Varden was leading at the end of the first day. The field contained our old mate, I feel like we're quite friendly with him now, James Braid. Yeah. So I don't think he's had any hand in any design on this one, but he was there. And they have on the website, so that's the first bit of history. I was like, Harry Varden, great. You know, I'm kind of like becoming a bit of a Harry Varden fanboy sort of thing. And then they've got this footage on their website. I don't know how they found it, but it's like some old Scottish archive footage. And it was a promotional video. So this golf course and club was created by, I think, like Great Scottish Railway Company or something like that. Yeah. And it was to promote travel and tourism in Scotland. Yeah. And it was on their sort of parcel of land. And they made a promotional video. Right. And it's amazing watching this video, actually. So they're all like arriving to Cruden Bay by boat. There's a steamboat rocks up. Right. I mean, I'm getting seasick watching this footage that's rocking up and down. I mean, you know, there's certainly no calm sea up there, is there? And then they're out on this little rowboat. They're kind of, you know, carries on. And then they get to the clubhouse and it's all, you know, they've all got their suits on. Yeah. I mean, imagine playing in it. I can't imagine playing in a suit. But I played a fun.
Maybe we should try it. Maybe we should try it one day. On one of the top 100 ones.
Restricted enough in a gilet. Yeah. You know?
I mean, at least we'd look good also playing shit golf.
I mean, listen, we had our invitation from St Andrew to play St Andrews, so maybe we should do it at St Andrews.
Maybe we should.
I mean, that's probably the one place where we wouldn't look like absolute knobheads going out, turning up in a suit. No,
I think we would.
Still would, but just not absolute.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I think... so you got this footage, sorry, but you got this footage, and then they then start playing like golf. And the footage they've got is for when they did this open is of the semi-final between Harry Varden. Oh no, it wouldn't have been on this opening because it was 1899, but later on, it's of Harry Varden playing Ted Ray.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Semi-final. Now, do you know much about Ted Ray?
I know his name.
Heard the name maybe.
Yeah.
Right. So it's Ted Ray, and I'll shamelessly plug this movie before, and I don't get anything for it. I'm not invested in it or anything like that. But as far as golf movies go, this is a good one. It's called The Greatest Game Ever Played, and we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
And that was about a guy called Frank Ouimet, who was the first amateur to win the US Open. It was in 1912 or something like that. So it was the match. That US Open, there was some thing that went on. There hadn't been a British winner of the US Open or something like that. So Lord Norcliffe got Harry Varden. His whole mission was, I'm going to fund him to go over there to bring the US Open back.
Yeah.
And the Harry Varden wanted Ted Ray to be with him as the English contingent to go and take him on.
Yeah.
And the movie's great. So it's like this interplay between Harry Varden and Ted Ray. So the name for me is etched in, and like it's a great movie to watch.
Yeah.
And they actually get the golf bits quite right, I think. Unfortunately, Shia LaBeouf's in it, but they do get that quite right. But the footage, when you look at it, and then you see the course on this really old grainy footage, and then you look at the course, the picture that you got now, and you're like, it's exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I think that's fairly unique in most of the courses that we played. Because, like we said earlier, most of them have been changed fairly significantly to an extent.
Or, like you were saying, changed and then reverted.
And then reversed back, right?
Yeah, because I think they did that at Ganton, didn't they? They'd made a load of changes, and then suddenly they went, actually, no, this
it was better 100 years ago. Let's just go back to where we were.
I always find that amazing. Like, you spend all this money, and then you got to go back to what you had in the first place. But yeah, I mean, that's the course, and I think it's definitely light on highlight history, like big hitting things. We've had this tournament, and we've done this.
I think ultimately it's still quite a short course, isn't it? Like, it's going to be a challenge, but it's still very short.
Very short.
So it's probably not. It's not got that capacity to kind of host those big events these days.
I think you'd barely be able to get a grandstand.
Well, I think it's had a few Scottish Opens, hasn't it? I think there's been a couple of Scottish Opens there, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We were saying, weren't we? Like, what would it be like if you just let these players go out on a short course and just kind of let them attack it?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Well, you'd get what happened at Portrush. So that's kind of the course and what's got us really excited, and the kind of the visuals of it. I think it's going to be packed full of history. I think I'm going to come out with a lot of like clubhouse pictures and stuff like that. And I think in stark contrast to West Lancs, I'm going to have a lot of on-course photography because bays like that are just right up my street.
Yeah.
And I think
it's going to be a visual feast, isn't it? I think
it is. I don't think we'll be able to take it in fully, are we? And like appreciate it, but we'll give it a go. Now, Jim isn't here. However, we've got a couple of bits of info from him. So the signature hole, he's informed us, is the fourth hole, which is a par 3.
Yep.
Now, I gather from looking at the photographs that you tee off from a tee box that's kind of over the cove.
I mean, I think you're basically playing from like June to June by the looks of it, aren't you? I think the tee box is on a June, and then you've got another June, and you've got this big gap in between, I think.
Amazing.
By the looks of it.
Amazing.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know if that gives me a chance in the signature hole challenge, but anyway, we'll see. So I hope you get intimidated by that. It just looks amazing to play. So we'll do that for our signature hole challenge. I think I'm buying into the signature hole. I know, like, I'm inherently at a disadvantage in the signature hole challenge because you're like a par 3 specialist, Chris. But even
it's amazing how many of the signature holes have been par 3s. It must be like 98%. Like, I can't think of the occasional par 4, but
the last one was a par 4, wasn't it? And then before that,
SNA was par 5.
Yeah, Silith had actually. This is going to totally
par 5. Yeah, this is totally disproving my theory, isn't it?
Yeah, live disproving of the theory.
Yeah, basically, I'm just chatting shit. Essentially, is what's happening.
But I suppose par 3 is an easy one to go for, though, isn't it? Because it's all laid out in front of you.
Yeah, and I guess you usually get that visual. You get that instant kind of gratification on the visuals, don't you? On the par 3s,
make whatever you want as well, can't you? Because you can dig the terrain up as you wish and build it up as you wish, rather than a full long stretch hole. But yeah, I mean, even not playing well at West Lancs, par 3 comes up, and it's like, bang, middle of the green, like right, and it's like,
2 putts, done.
Standard. Yeah, all right, fair enough. So, mate, long may that continue, because that's a great habit to have. So we're doing that as a signature hold. And then we've got an interesting side bet, actually, this time round, which I think worked quite well at Ganton in hindsight, and that is we're doing a par 3 challenge. So there's 4 par 3s on this course.
Yep.
But it's net, so I should be able to get some shots on you.
Okay.
So I might have a chance here. If I can get my tee shots right. Oh, that'd be nice. I'm liking this net stuff. It's good. So that's our side bet that we're going to do, and we will film all of that, and we'll be able to get that on. But yeah, is there anything else about Cruden Bay that you would like to talk about, or
I don't think so. Not at this point, other than the fact that I'm very excited to get up there, and feels like I know we've done Glen Eagles, but it almost feels like the first proper Scottish trip. This because Glen Eagles,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think just because you just associate Scotland with links golf, right, and you just associate it with those incredible kind of rugged coastline
Glen Eagles
golf courses.
The Disneyland of golf.
Yeah, Scottish golf. Yeah,
Scottish golf.
It is definitely. Yeah. And
it was otherworldly experience.
We loved Glen Eagles. Like it's not. This isn't a put down to Glen Eagles, but it's just not that kind of like. Yeah, it's not that you don't have that association that you have with Scotland and just that kind of like.
Of course,
it's all links golf.
It's links golf, isn't it? Yeah, it's always coastal. It's Battle of the Elements and all that kind of stuff. So, this is going to be a good one. It feels like it's the first like proper Scottish course that we're playing.
Yeah,
and we've gone pretty high up, haven't we?
But there's
no building up to
two
this.
big hitters, isn't there, that we're playing? Yeah,
no, like warming ourselves up gradually. It's like no, straight in, Cruden Bay, job done. So look, we're really looking forward to it. We're gonna fill our boots, I think, with golf pictures and content and stuff like that. And it feels the word might sound a bit maybe a poor choice of word, but it feels like gritty golf, like it's the real deal. Like this is golf.
I mean, ultimately, that's where it was born, right? This is how it originated.
That area, that land
on those coastlines of Scotland, right? Yeah.
I know, full on test. I'll be fascinated to find out from the club hopefully we'll get a chance to speak to somebody at the club. I'd love to find out about. They get a lot of international visitors. I'd love to find out what the international visitors actually do think about the course. You can read reviews. I mean, people leave reviews either for one or two reasons: either they absolutely loved it, or they hated it.
Yeah,
like, you don't get
or they've not played apparently,
or not played. Yeah, it's just a ridiculous idea to give a 1-star review if you've not played it, but. I'd love to actually know what the real thoughts of some of those players are, because I wonder if it'll fit into this divisive narrative almost. Maybe the purists are like, I don't know if this is real. Is this real links golf? It's like, I mean, it's on the cliffs. It's kind of what else do you want? Yeah, absolutely. This course has got a look and a feel of Old Head in Ireland, which is what I'm really looking forward to playing as well. Yeah,
it's not quite as dramatic, but it's kind of got that. Yeah, it's got that element of drama, hasn't it? And that kind of.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
it's going to be absolutely amazing. Yeah. So we look forward to that, and we will let you know how our round progresses. Now, there's one last thing we need to do before we go, and that is when this episode airs, it is going to be the final one in the first 12 months of our top 100 intake.
Yeah, wow.
So we'll hit the 12.
In some ways that's flown by, but in some ways, like a lot of water's gone under the bridge in that 12 months. We've played a lot of golf, haven't we?
Yeah.
And tried a lot of
We
golf.
have played, and we'd have played 12 courses in 12 months by the time this one airs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're right on pace.
Yeah.
It hasn't felt like we've played tons of golf, but actually that's a decent amount in that. I mean, bear in mind in the first summer sort of period, we only did 3.
Yeah.
So we've done another 9 this time round before 12. We've got another 6, I think, booked in.
Yeah.
Before the calendar year is out.
Yeah.
All right, we're going great guns, mate.
Yeah,
we're going great guns. So
we're getting there.
This is officially our klaxon, or whatever you'd call it, for end of season 1. We'll call it, or year 1.
Done.
That's done. It's ticked, boxed off.
Netflix documentary coming in soon.
I know, mate. What we're going to call it? Yeah, I don't know. Suggestions on a postcard. It's the end of year 1, and I think cheers to years 2 to 10, because I think we're going to have a fantastic onward journey now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, if year one's anything to go by, then
I've had an absolute ball.
The next 9 are going to be pretty fun.
I don't actually now, it's got to the point where I actually don't now remember or know what I previously did for any kind of enjoyment in my life. I just don't have anything else to do or say or talk about. It just occupies every waking hour of my life. There's something going on related to this, including getting lovely emails from the next place that we're playing, which is Hindhead. So we'll be reviewing that next time round. Now, before we sign off, we've got a massive favour to ask you, our loyal listeners. We're going up for a People's Choice Award in the British Podcast Awards, and we would love to get nominated and take on some of the real big boys in our industry. So these awards are usually always won by kind of agency-run podcasts and podcasts that have massive marketing budgets. We do all of this ourselves. We do all of our editing, all of our production, all of our recording. It's all done in each of the kitchens, in our spare time. And we love to fly the flag for independent podcasts. So if we could really trouble you for a nomination, it takes less than a minute to do. We will drop a link in the episode description. If you just follow through to that, you register your email address, make sure you tick to not receive the marketing communications because we don't want you to get spammed. And then you just vote, search top 110 for the podcast you want to vote for, pop your vote in, and it would be amazing if we could even get a nomination. That would be unbelievable. So we could just ask you for that small favour today, for 30 seconds of your time. We would absolutely love it. And let's hope we get a nomination. Next time on the Top 110 Golf Podcast, we'll be reviewing our round at Hindhead Golf Club in Surrey, where the club have been in touch. So we're going to have some fantastic content for you.